my friends. Hello, my friends, and welcome to my kitchen. It is just turning 6 o'clock. It is Monday, April the 24th. And if you're on, say hi. If you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay. As promised, we are going to use one of the packages in our Epic box this month, our mac and cheese. And I'm sure you guys have seen me do the mac and cheese 100 times. It is so quick, it's easy. It doesn't have half or even a quarter of the sodium that your KD has. Very comparable to your President's Choice white cheddar mac and cheese, but delicious and quick and easy, and we are going to make it tonight. So we are going to do a version of, we're going to do a healthy version. I want to call it a healthy version of a tuna casserole. So we're going to utilize our mac and cheese. We have some fresh veggies that are going to go into our pasta in the last couple of minutes of cooking or steaming in the microwave. And then we're going to add some tuna to it. We're going to add our package of mac and cheese. We're going to utilize our three favorites here, our 3 onion, our lemon dill, and our cheese cheddar bacon. And you all know what those delicious dips make. They make our extraordinary cheese dip. And if you haven't had our extraordinary cheese dip, you must try it. It is, it's a famous dip. It really is. It is delicious. It is probably what sold most people on Epicure to start with. So if you haven't tried it, reach out to me because I have samples of the 3 dips, and I'd be happy to send them off to your house with the recipe to make our extraordinary cheese dip. So I just put 1.25 cups of bite-sized pasta into my steamer. That was just regular elbow macaroni. We're going to cover that with water like we always do when we're making pasta in our steamer. So we're going to cover it with water. We're going to pop the lid on, and you guessed it, it's going into the microwave. It's going in the microwave this time for 8 minutes. So at the 8-minute mark, we're going to pull it out. We're going to throw in our raw veggies. So the recipe called for broccoli, frozen or fresh broccoli, and I didn't have any. So I'm sure I might have some frozen broccoli somewhere in the freezer, maybe, or maybe in the freezer at work. I have frozen broccoli somewhere, but I didn't go hunting for it. So I'm going to utilize the veggies that I have in the fridge. So we have some green beans, and we have some matchstick carrots from the other night. And so that's what we're going to utilize. So we have that, and we have a can of tuna fish that's going to go into that with our seasoning. And this is going to be a quick and easy tuna casserole. So once that's done, we're going to add some cheese, of course, and then we're going to pop it under the broiler to brown the top, and dinner is ready. So I thought, what are we going to do while that's cooking? And I thought, you know what, we made the other night our, what did we make? We made our cranberry lemon loaf. So I thought, you know what, I've been craving, really have been craving, strawberry shortcake. So I thought, let's try a healthier version of strawberry shortcake. Let's see what we can do. So we're going to utilize this. We're going to make, we're going to utilize some cream cheese. If I can get the package open. All right, so we have just a container of spreadable cream cheese. And I'm going to throw the whole thing in there because I want to use up this opened package of berry swirl cheesecake mix that I have had in the cupboard for a while. And it is in a sealed Tupperware container, so it's definitely keeping its freshness. And it's not like I have to use the whole thing, but I figured if this turns out as good as I think it's going to turn out, probably going to want more than one slice. Did I say that out loud? Maybe I'll share it with some friends. All right, so that is a tub of Philadelphia cream cheese, and actually tonight we're not even using the light stuff. Look at that. All right, I have in here, like I said, I don't know if it's a half a package or a quarter of a package or 3/4 of a package, but it's what's left of our berry swirl cheesecake. So we're going to dump that in with our cream cheese, and we are going to get this beaten up. I don't have any, which I usually would use whipping cream. So again, we're going to improvise, and we're going to use our 2% Greek yogurt. All right, so I'm just going to turn my back for a second while I get this beaten up. Probably will reach. Okay. Because I'm using the spreadable cream cheese, guys, it is going to beat up very quickly. And I don't know exactly how much seasoning I had there. I know it wasn't a full package. I could go open another one, but I'm not going to. We're going to add some strawberry margarita mix. So it's very similar to our berry swirl cheesecake. Flavoring wise, it's just going to give it a little bit more of a strawberry flavor. And I'm going to use the strawberry margarita mix with the fresh strawberries I have, so I think it's going to offset it very nicely. So I'm just going to use about a tablespoon of that in there. I could add more, but you know, it smells amazing already. All right, so let's get this beaten up again. And then we'll add our yogurt and let it sit for a minute or two. This is just going to be our kind of custard layer. Icing, if you want to call it. It's not going to be overly sweet, but it is going to be the middle on our strawberry shortcake, and then on top of it we're going to put some strawberries, some frozen strawberries that I pulled out with some margarita in them, and then I have some what do we have? I have some aerated whipped cream, so we can top it with a little bit of whipped cream there. So I think we're going to have a delicious dessert. I can smell our pasta cooking. Supper is going to be amazing. So what are you having for dinner tonight, guys? Oh, I forgot to tell you, I am streaming this to my YouTube channel as well as to my VIP group. And I do think I said if you're on, say hi. If you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay. So we're just going to utilize about a half to 2/3 of a cup of Greek yogurt just to lighten up that cream cheese. I'm terrified that beater is going to go flying. So all right. Okay, let's get that in there. And a little lighter than using whipped cream, obviously, because you're just using yogurt. And I would probably recommend giving it a taste just to make sure you've got enough seasoning in there, because if not, you can always add some more. I am going to add another shot of this just because that Greek yogurt doesn't have any flavor whatsoever. It is completely plain, so we want to make sure this has the flavor we're looking for. All right, so let's get this beaten up. Shouldn't take long. We're just getting the cream cheese mixed in with the yogurt, mixed in with our dip mix. Our pasta has just beeped, so let's grab that and throw in our veggies. The steam is coming out. All right, always lift the lid away from you. We're going to drop our veggies in there. Give them a stir and give them another 2 minutes. I think is all it's going to take. Our pasta looks almost done. And I really just want to take the rawness off of those carrots and the green beans. Just a little bit longer. Not much. Okay, so let's pop that back in for another 2 minutes. Okay, then we're going to pull it out and drain it. All right. So we do want to taste this. Make sure that our seasoning is well. Oh yeah. Delicious. It's got the tang of lemon. That's what it looks like. It's got the tang of lemon. It's got the, from the Greek yogurt, it's got the tang. But it also has that berry lemon kick. Oh yeah. I could just eat that whole bowl. Yeah, not a good idea. All right. So that's that. And we're just going to get our, we've got a minute left before we're going to drain our pasta. We're going to drain our pasta. Let's slice up this so that we can get it plated once our tuna's going into the oven. All right, let's pull out our, so this is just, like I said, the other night we made the cranberry lemon loaf. So we're just going to slice it, and we're just going to make a couple of thin slices for dessert. And you can see the chunks of cranberry in that loaf. It looks amazing. Yeah, I just kept it in the fridge. So it is highly recommended to keep it in the fridge because if you remember, we used Greek yogurt in this loaf. So with using Greek yogurt, it's not going to sit on your countertop very well. It will become moldy, and you really want to store it in the fridge or the freezer if you're not going to eat it all at once. All right. let's grab our oven mitts because this is going to be hot. And let's grab our noodles, our pasta, and our veggies out of the microwave. So we're going to lift that away from us again. Now we're going to drain off any excess water through our colander. Okay, that's that. I'm just going to give that a strain. All right, we're going to throw our pasta with our veggies back into our steamer. We're going to add to that our can of drained tuna. All right, so we have strained tuna, we have our macaroni, we have some green beans and some carrots. Now we need to make our sauce. So let's get our seasonings in here. And I'm interested to see how this comes together because the only liquid it calls for is 2 tablespoons of milk. So I'm kind of curious how this is all going to come together. All right, let's get our mac and cheese seasoning in there. So it's a package of mac and cheese seasoning. It's a tablespoon of our cheese, chive, and bacon. If I have a tablespoon. I'm going to call it a tablespoon. All right, we have an empty jar. I'm sure I have another one in the office. All right, we have our 3 onion. Somebody is on. I think it's Mr. Marshall, actually. I'll check in a minute. 1 tablespoon of 3 onion. And 1 tablespoon of lemon dill. Now the lemon dill is going to go really well with the tuna. The 3 onions going to give your onion flavoring. And the CCB, well, who doesn't like cheese, chives, and bacon? All right, so let's see. No, it is not. Hello, Aunt Sue. We were just talking about this. We were just talking about tuna casserole. And I came home and decided that I was going to make it. I haven't made it in a while. So this is very dry at the moment. Now, we are going to add to this 2 tablespoons of milk and half a cup of cheese, somewhere in there. You guys know me with my cheese. You know that cheese is not something I do a great job of measuring on. I like cheese. I am my father's daughter. All right, so 2 tablespoons of milk. And it says roughly a half a cup of shredded cheese. All right, we're going to stir that up. All right. Looks really good, smells amazing. Aunt Sue and I were talking tonight. I had a delivery for her, so I took it up, and we were talking about mac and cheese and how adding different things to it makes it more interesting. And we were talking about tuna noodle casserole. So when I came home, I had beef out to do like a beef like almost a burger type. And I thought, you know what? I'm really not in the mood for that. I'm actually now in the mood for tuna noodle casserole. So we are going to do this now. I will show you my hack. So because our steamers are so flexible, now remember guys, this has mostly been made in our steamer. So I haven't got a lot of dishes to do tonight. We have made the tuna noodle casserole in the steamer, and I could probably just top it with cheese and throw it in the oven, but I want to broil it. So I really don't want to put my silicone under the broiler. Not a good idea. So we're going to transfer it to a baking dish and then put it under the broiler. So clean as a whistle. All we have to do is give that a wipe down. Oh yeah, this is delicious. Okay, healthy, nutritious tuna noodle casserole ready to go into the oven under the broiler for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, just until this new cheese that we're going to put on top of it gets melted. And that's it. That's how quick and simple you can have a tuna noodle casserole in minutes. All right, so let's just top it with some extra cheese. Because we want that to melt and get all nice and gooey. And let's top it with some of our cheesy fries. Because who doesn't love cheese? And it's got garlic. All right. And cheesy fries goes on everything, guys. Let me tell you, it goes on veggies. It goes on potatoes. It goes on pierogies. It goes on, I haven't found anything yet that it hasn't gone on. It goes on popcorn. It goes on tuna noodle casserole. Who would have known? All right. So there is our tuna noodle casserole ready to go in the oven under the broiler. I am going to pop our strawberries, our frozen strawberries, into the microwave for a minute. Going to make sure that is on properly. We'll pull over here some of our, I don't think our cheesy fries is going to go on this dessert. Who knows? Maybe it would, but I'm not going to try it. So, get out my dip spreader here, and let's build our dessert. So, we have our beautiful lemon cranberry loaf that I made the other night. Gluten-free. It is an Epicure recipe. It is delicious. It's made with Greek yogurt and 3 eggs, some oil, and let me tell you, I think just as like this, if I toasted these off and spread this cream cheese Greek yogurt on top, I think they would be amazing. But we're going to behave tonight, I think, if you can call this behaving. All right, let's top it with our end piece. The best thing about making stuff is licking your fingers. All right, I have to wash my hands quickly because that's gross. All right, so hands are washed. And let's pull out our thawed strawberries. So we have our thawed strawberries. We're going to utilize just a little bit more of our strawberry margarita mix, just to flavor those strawberries a little. I don't know about you, but frozen strawberries, even fresh strawberries this time of year, they just don't have quite the sweetness that we're looking for with strawberries. And so this is kind of an added bonus. All right, so there is our strawberries mixed with our margarita mix. And we're just going to put those on top of our dessert and down the sides, because they're not going to stick on top. And a squirt of whipped cream, or a squirt, some vanilla yogurt, or some vanilla ice cream. And yeah, I'm going to try this because it looks delicious. And let me tell you, it is my own creation. I didn't see it anywhere, but I have, like I said, had a hankering for strawberry shortcake. So this is my version, epicureized strawberry shortcake. Delicious, absolutely delicious. The cake has the lemon loaf has the tang of lemon, the tang of the cranberry. It's not overly sweet. Then you have the cream cheese mixture that has the tang of yogurt, but it has the sweetness of the strawberries in it. And then you have the strawberries that are absolutely delicious with the margarita mix. 2 thumbs up. That is delicious. My tuna casserole is going to go into the oven under the broiler, and I will take pictures and post them. And thank you for joining me tonight, guys. It has been 25 minutes, and we have dinner raw to ready to go on the table. A balanced meal, delicious, nutritious, and let me tell you, at 3 o'clock this afternoon, I had no idea what I was making for dinner. I knew we were utilizing mac and cheese, but that's all I knew. All right. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Go Leafs Go. They're on tonight. And I won't be on tomorrow night. I'm going to dinner with some girlfriends for my birthday, my past birthday. So I'm going out with them tomorrow. But I will be back on Wednesday, and we will make something just as delicious and just as nutritious. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you on Wednesday. Bye for now.